Hello everyone, Junkmaster3 here, and I'm finally back with a new video. And in this video I am going to talk about, it's soon Halloween, and I just thought that I might give you some advice of what kind of movie you can watch at Halloween. And I got a big stack right here with movies that I would like to recommend you to check out at Halloween. And I'm not going to take like all these that are really famous. I'm more going to take some of those that are less famous that I would like more people to give a chance to watch at Halloween. So yeah, let's begin. First up, I'm not really sure if you like going to watch this movie at just specifically Halloween, but I actually enjoyed this movie, and it's pretty old as well. And the movie I'm talking about is Blood on Satan's Claw. This is an Anchor Bay release. And the plot in this movie is not really that great, and the story and all that, it's not really that great, but the music, the way the music is, and all the camera angles and all that, it's just great. If you just look up the soundtrack to this, if you just search Blood on Satan's Claw soundtrack and you listen to that, that makes you feel uncomfortable, and yeah, that really freaked me out actually. So I actually enjoyed this movie very much, so that's a movie that I can recommend, Blood on Satan's Claw. I think it's made 1971 or something like that, I'm not really sure, but yeah. And the next one is a movie that I really enjoy, and I think it's really underrated as well. And it's a movie by Stan Winston, and it is of course Pumpkinhead. And I promised my friend here on YouTube the nice price one, and sorry, my phone is calling for some reason. Hello, very sorry for that. That was my friend who called me. Sorry for that. Now let's get on. Pumpkinhead. Me and my friend Nice Price One is actually going to watch this movie. We were going to have like a marathon with all the Pumpkinhead movies, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I really love this cover art as well. Yeah, really recommend it. Pumpkinhead. And the next one is one of the best vampire movies of all time, in my opinion. I actually think Lost Boys is really good as well. And this is one of my other favorite vampire movies, and that is Fright Night, the original. Great characters, great fun. It's nice comedy and all that. Yeah, and you can see on the back, vampire and all that. So there's no like shit like Twilight. This is the real deal. And I gotta love this cover art as well, with the ghost or whatever it is. Yeah, really great movie, Fright Night. And the next movie I'm not going to say anything about. I'm just going to hold it up, and it is Sleepaway Camp. The next movie is also a slasher movie from the 80s that I saw pretty recently, and that was Just Before Dawn. This nice slip cover right there. And I can actually admit that if you're looking for like high body count and all that, this is not the movie for you. I just love the atmosphere and the environment in this movie, and it's still a little bit creepy and all that, so yeah. Highly recommended, Just Before Dawn. Not the best movie in the world, but I still think more people should see it. And another movie that I'm not going to talk about that much, but Ginger Snaps. Really nice werewolf movie, one of the better ones that was made. Yeah, anyway, Ginger Snaps. And the next one is a movie that is directed by, what's his name, Kevin S. Tenney, who also directed Night of the Demons. And it's his first movie that he directed, and that is Switchboard. Great atmosphere, great thing with all the ghosts and the acting and the atmosphere, great fun, great scares. Yeah, Switchboard, really recommended. The next movie is actually a movie that I saw pretty recently as well, and it's a pretty new movie. It's from 2009 or something like that, I believe. And I can say it right away, I enjoyed it really much, and the movie is Laid to Rest. And I think this is really underrated. I mean, when I just heard about this movie, I just wanted to get it, and I was searching for it for such a long time. And when I just saw the killer and everything, I just knew that I would like this movie. And yeah, it looks pretty, yeah, gore and bloody hair on the back. So yeah, really nice. Laid to Rest, highly recommended. I still haven't seen the second one that's called Chrome Skull or something like that, but I'm going to check that one out as well. So yeah, Laid to Rest. And the next one is another movie by Kevin S. Tenney that I mentioned before, and it is Night of Demons. And I'm not going to say that much more about this one either. And let's see, it's almost filled up here with movies. Here we got the next one. I don't really think this is that famous, this movie, but the movie is called Slash, and I think this is very underrated as well. Not the best movie in the world, not the worst one either, but I still think more people should check this one out. So yeah, Slash. And I think it's directed by a Swedish guy, but it said somewhere that it's made in South Africa or whatever, but they speak English. Really weird, not really sure, but yeah. And the next three movies are actually horror comedies, so if you don't really like gore and graphic violence and all that, this is probably the movies for you. The first one is The Burbs with Tom Hanks. Really nice, 80s, cheesy horror. I'm not really sure if I could call it horror. It's more comedy than horror. And Corey Feldman is also in this movie, and Carrie Fisher from Star Wars. Do I need to say anything else? Really nice movie. Check it out if you haven't seen it. And the next one is probably my favorite horror comedy with Bruce Campbell, and the movie I'm talking about is Bubba Hotep. Great atmosphere, great characters, great laughs and everything. Yeah, the king himself. Yeah, great Bubba Hotep. Yeah, we love the back there, right there as well. And the last movie is also a horror comedy, but this is a little bit more violent than Bubba Hotep and The Burbs, but it's still really great, and it's more comedy, I actually think. And the movie is Monster Man. I've not really heard that many people talk about this movie, but I actually enjoyed it. Like I say about almost all of these movies that I've showed you in this video, is that all of these movies are not really the best horror movies ever, but they're still recommended and a little bit underrated in my opinion. And yeah, this is a really great movie actually. So if you haven't seen Monster Man, check it out. I mean, it's good for what it is, so yeah, great, Monster Man. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm sorry that that some of my friends called me. But I still hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great Halloween. And next week I'm probably going to make a little update or a review video or whatever. But I promise that I'll make a new video next week anyway, so hope to see you again as soon as possible. So see you next time. Bye bye.